It was a bright and early start this morning. Webster hid some peanuts away and Lentil's mate came by to collect some peanuts I put on the gate. Right after that, it was straight to Sweet Girl. Blue showed up shortly after to feed the babies. They have nestlings now too. I was so happy to see this. After the feeding, I left though, way too risky to stick around. On my way to Hermoso's territory, I saw an adorable little male yellow-rumped warbler. These are my favorite warblers, boldly marked, cute, and curious. This guy went down to the ground. I think he was looking for some insects to eat. Webster showed up while I was watching the warbler. He got into some trouble with a robin though. Robins do not tolerate jays at all because they know a jay would happily take their eggs or nestlings if one happened upon a nest. It's just how it is out in the wild. All Webster wanted though was a peanut, which he finally got after. Another jay came by, a younger male. I've been seeing him a lot lately. He's a new guy around here. I got some good video of him making a couple different calls. This call is the other squeaky gate call. Blue jays make two that I can tell. One of them I only hear males making, and this one I hear males and females making. He seemed to be making these calls because of Ernie. It's like an alarm call. I was surprised to see Ernie come all the way down here. I still hadn't seen Hermoso yet though, or the gray jay. But on my way back up, I saw an upset Hermoso.
Hermoso! You are so cute.
A peanut settled him down a little. And then the gray jay came by too. It all ended up working out. I spotted Speck the boreal chickadee in a spruce picking at the seeds. It's nice to watch the birds doing their thing. Feisty Jay and his mate greeted me way before I made it to their nest. After they collected a bit of food, it was time to feed the babies. I enjoy watching a blue jay pair feed their nestlings together. Angel came by while I was here recording video of the nest. She does that a lot lately. I didn't have any seeds all ready out of the shell for her and she was obviously very hungry. So the next time she came for a seed, I made sure to have one ready for her. I bet she'd like that. Minnie Tim, her mate, was here as well. Before going home, I checked on Blue and Sweet Girl. Perfect timing too. Just moments after arriving, Blue showed up with some food. I've clocked them, and feeding occurs roughly every half hour to an hour, depending. I could see their little heads a bit better. I think there is 4 in the nest, maybe 5. Foggy mornings are my favorite. I don't get many of them, and this one was short-lived. Very beautiful, though. Squawky was the first jay to greet me. He seemed to enjoy the peanuts out of the shell this morning. I heard the nuthatches nearby and was happy to see Lentil with her mate this morning. I love how she quivers her wings when he's close. Lentil has been nesting for a few days now. I don't know where though, I never bothered trying to find out. Minnie, Tim, and Angel came by and collected some seeds on a stump, and Squawky followed me when I went up to see Sweet Girl, so I never bothered going in to check on her. Instead, I went down to see Hermoso. The Gray Jays weren't long coming by too. The male took the peanut butter bread I had for him and went across the highway. I guess he brought it to his hungry babies. I can only imagine the kind of stuff Gray Jays feed their babies. After everyone left, I went to check on Sweet Girl. She wasn't on the nest and I could see some movement in there. Not long after, she returned. And then Blue showed up with some food. Next, I went to check on Feisty Jay and his mate's nest, but Webster was down here, so I couldn't go check. After he left, Feisty Jay came by with some food. I could hear the crows in the background. I heard this all morning, but wasn't close. Now that I was closer to the noise, I figured I'd go check, and what a surprise! A great horned owl. A first for me. To think all morning I could hear the crows going nuts and just went on my way. I could have missed out on this altogether. The reason the crows are so relentless is because great horned owls are very dangerous predators for them. It's like a grizzly bear or wolf coming into our backyard. We wouldn't be having it. I wanted to leave the owl alone, so I went back up to see Feisty Jay's mate. Squawky happened to be up there too, and just like with Blue a few days ago, Squawky sang the whisper song and kept going close to her. He made an odd sound too. I've never heard a jay make a sound like that before. I wonder where Squawky picked that one up to. Feisty Jay's mate wasn't impressed and seemed pretty annoyed. After supper, I wanted to go back out to see if I could get one more glimpse of the owl. I never heard any crows, but I did hear a blue jay. I followed the sound which led me close to Feisty Jay's nest. I spotted the owl in a tree in full view. Feisty Jay's mate wasn't happy with the owl. I couldn't believe how close she got to it. Brave mama. The owl wasn't too far from where she's nesting, that's why she's diving at it. The owl left after, so I checked on Blue and Sweet Girl and then went home. Pretty cool day.
Hi, buddy. Catch.
No great horned owl today. I guess he's gone. Hatch was pretty chatty this morning. Maybe the owl had him up all night with its hooting. Sweet Girl hopped up long enough to reveal a few of hers and Blue's nestlings. The gray jay wasn't over here today, so I went across the highway again to see if I could see him. Instead, I saw Hermoso. Hermoso hangs out here all the time. It's where his mate is nesting. He took some time to hide a little bit of food. I was feeling the need to explore, so I walked around. I noticed some bones on the ground. The feathers helped me to identify it as a rough grouse. I don't think this is a recent kill, probably took place over winter. I'd say by a goshawk. With no signs of the gray jay, I went back over. A beautiful male yellow-rumped warbler gave me a lovely shot. If only I had a tripod though for a more steady video. Time to get on that, I think. I also got to see a black and white warbler too. Not long after, the gray jays showed up. I'm starting to think they don't want me to know where they go over there, so I'm going to stop trying to figure it out and respect their privacy. I noticed something worm-like on the ground, kind of looked like a leech, but I don't think it was. I was surprised to see one of the gray jays take it. It whacked it back and forth on the limb to kill it and then tore it up and hid it away in the lichen for later feeding. Nature. The new blue jay that's been around came by too. He comes around just about every time I'm out here. Blue also came by and collected some food.
Boy, Blue. Good boy.
After that, I went back up to see Sweet Girl. I was hoping to see Blue feeding the babies. I ended up finding a better spot that was closer to the nest. Soon after, Blue arrived with food. I truly enjoy watching a blue jay pair take care of their babies. Now I wanted to check on Feisty Jay and his mate. On the way out, Hatch followed me though, and I just can't say no to these guys, no matter how much I'm in a hurry. So I laid some peanuts down on a stump for him. Down by Feisty Jay's nest, I was greeted by Angel.
Angel. Hey.
She prefers to take 2 seeds at a time. Not all chickadees do that. Her mate Minnie Tim was here as well and had a nice snack.
Minnie Tim.
While Minnie Tim ate, Feisty Jay arrived with food for his nestlings. With all the food gone, Feisty Jay now had to wait for their fecal sacs. On the way out, I saw Lentil's mate. He's very cautious and not so sure about me. I'm glad he's like that.
Okay.
He did eventually take a peanut
Hey,
though.
little one.
Then I was on my way, but I didn't get far before my sweet Webster showed up. I haven't been seeing him much lately, starting to think he and Snowy have nestlings now too. He collected some peanuts before going on. Then some juvenile jays made some calls. So many interesting calls. I don't think they liked it when Hoppy and her mate showed up for some peanuts though. But that's it, Hoppy's my buddy. May was certainly great. Warm spring days, life coming back, getting to see the blue jays nesting, warblers returning, and to top it all off, a rare visitor to my little section of woods, a great horned owl. Wow, I will never forget that experience. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm so glad to have finally finished May, but I have so much more to catch up on. There's just not enough time in the day to get everything done. I can't wait to share all the adventures of June. Stay tuned for that. Take care. Happy birding.